Hi, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name is Megan, and I'm also known as Nightingale Tarot. I'm a certified nurse midwife by day and often by night, who also happens to be a tarot master. I've been reading tarot for about 26 years as of 2024, and I've been teaching tarot for about the past 5 years. I also read Lenormand and regular playing cards, as well as runes, bones, oracles, so let me know in the comments if you're interested in seeing any of those other things for my videos in addition to tarot. You can find me in all the places by following the link tree in the description box below the video. That's where you'll learn how to contact me, as well as learn more about my services. You'll learn how to book several different types of private readings for yourself, or also malocchio, also known as evil eye removal. Most of my readings and services are virtual, via Zoom, phone, or sometimes even email, so you don't have to be living in Honolulu in order to get a reading from me. I love to read your comments, I love to answer your questions, and I love to engage with you here, so don't be shy with your comments, and don't hesitate to drop a request in that comment box if there's a specific topic you'd like to see me read on for you. If you like what you see, I'd greatly appreciate a quick click of the like and subscribe button from you. Don't forget to turn on notifications if you want to make sure you don't ever miss any new content. For today's reading, I'll be using the Moon Power deck by an artist who goes by the company name Sick Sad Girls, which I kind of love. I can't find the box at the moment. It's in one of these cabinets with the 500,000 other boxes I have right now, but it also comes with an e-box. I'll also be using the Grimalkin deck by MJ Cullinane. This is not just any. As you can see, this is a signed copy of this deck. I have more than one copy, and this one happens to be signed by the artist, which makes me really happy. And we'll also be using the Banksy deck by a company that goes by Kuptilov. As you can see, this is also a limited edition, numbered and signed print of this deck, because that is how I roll. So today's topic will be, does he or she love me? Now, you could be with this person, you could be not with this person. This could be romantic love. This could be platonic love. This could even be like in a job setting. You know, does my boss love me? Love me? It could be anything like that. So keep in mind, these are general readings. Each pile is for many people at once. So take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't, because that message is probably for someone else. And don't worry, because you'll have at least one really clear, direct message for you here today. Don't forget to follow the link tree in the description below if you're interested in booking a private and much deeper reading with me that's entirely specific to you and your situation on this or any other topic you'd like to look at with me. So what do you do now? Now you need to think of your specific situation regarding today's topic, what questions you'd like answered, and you pick a pile. If you need a little time, you can pause the video, but don't overthink it. It's important to take a deep breath and go with your gut. Your first instinct is usually best here. Decide which pile you're most drawn to today, and keep in mind that you can come back and watch this video on a different day, or even later today with a different situation or person or question in mind, and you might choose a different pile at that time and get a different reading. So to skip the video straight to the pile you chose, you'll find the timestamps in the description below, and you can click and go straight to your pile. And these are the piles. Pile 1 is the Moon Power Tarot and the Worry Doll set. Pile 2 is the Grimalkin Tarot and the Jew's Harp. And pile 3 is the Banksy Tarot with the Amethyst Geode. So take a second, identify which pile is resonating with you the most right now, and pick one. So let's get started with pile 1. Pile 1, the Moon Power deck with the Worry Doll set. This deck has gilded edges, which brings me such joy. I love a deck with finished edges in some way. Even the decks that come with white edges, I color all of my edges. 100% of my tarot decks either have edges that are gilded from the printer where they came that way, or I have colored them some sort of color with a marker. It's kind of a ritual that I use to connect with my decks when they're new before I ever start reading with them. Okay, this deck definitely has a lot to say. It is for sure cranking out some flyers here. Yeah, okay. Okay, pile 1. I don't just want to come right out and be like, no, this person doesn't love you, but this really looks like it's over. When I am standing in this person that you're thinking of, like when I'm putting myself in their presence, in their shoes, and I am looking from them into you, which is something I do whenever I use this particular spread. This is over. This was like rock bottom for them. And I know that sounds harsh, and that's uncomfortable to say, and I'm sure it's uncomfortable to hear as well, but this person views the situation or the relationship with you as kind of a rock bottom in their life. Now, whether or not that has anything to do with you really doesn't even matter. I mean, this could be just that this person was at a rock bottom time in their own life whenever they were with you, but they've moved on from this. They've let this go, and they've moved on. And I also feel like whenever you are thinking of this situation, really honestly, and really directly, and you're just being like really honest with yourself, I think you also believe that this has moved on. If you are still in a relationship with this person, if you are thinking of someone that you are in a current relationship with, it hurts me to say it, but this just does not bode well for this relationship. This looks like it's over. If you're asking yourself, is this over? Is it salvageable? Can I save it? This is a no for me. This is a no, because this is when this person is looking out at you and the relationship, it's over. They've moved on. They've emotionally moved on. Even if they haven't physically moved on, they've emotionally moved on. They're done. And then I feel like whenever you're looking at them, when I'm looking from your point of view into them, I see more of the same. I see conflict. I see a poverty mindset. Like, it feels over. It feels sad. I feel sad when I look at it. You feel as though this person has already emotionally packed it up and moved on. this person feels as though they have already emotionally packed it up and moved on. I don't know how many more ways I can say it. It's over. As a combination of the energies, and I'm looking at, so what is the outcome here? Like, what is the likely outcome here? I feel like the reason you're hanging on, or the reason they're hanging on, the reason the relationship is hanging on, and you haven't, thrown in the towel and really walked away, if you are still together with this person, is that it's just overwhelming to even imagine, well, what would I even do? My identity is wrapped up in this situation. My life is wrapped up in this relationship. And I think that's what's making it hard to move on, is that you literally cannot see yourself in any other situation. If you are no longer with this person and you're looking back on something, past, and you want to know if he or she still loves you, and if not, which it looks like not here, then the question becomes why. It's another way to look at this is because this person felt like the grass was going to be greener on the other side. This person felt like there was something else out there for them. And just there was an emotional disconnect and nothing but conflict and negativity. And this rock bottom mentality had come, in your relationship. And so this other person was like, I need to seek out other things. And that doesn't mean cheating, because I actually don't see deception or betrayal here. I don't see that at all, because I have specific cards that will prompt me to say that and to read that. And I don't see that here. I just see a need to seek out other options for their life, not necessarily other options in a partner. So I don't think this person, if you are no longer together, I don't feel like this person like cheated on you or betrayed you or did anything like that. If you're still with this person, I also do not see that going on. What I see is I need to dream bigger and dream differently. And this relationship is holding me back, or was holding me back. And I got to set it loose. So pile one, that was uncomfortably negative. That was uncomfortably negative, but I'm a believer in honesty when it comes to reading the cards. And this is a no for me. And if you are still with this person, this is appears to be an unsalvageable situation at this point. Okay, pile one. That sucked. But it's likely something you really needed to hear, because if you didn't really need to hear it, you wouldn't have resonated with pile one. And pile one wouldn't have shown up with such clear messages for you, because that was very clear and those cards came out really quickly. And that was a no-brainer tarot reading. Okay. Now let's move on to pile two with the Grimalkin Curious Cats Tarot and the Jew's Harp. Okay. So this is an example of one of my decks where I colored the edges. It just gives such a nice finish, and it just kind of provides me an opportunity to really connect with the decks before I start reading with it. And MJ, like I've said before, is one of my favorite artists. I have several of her decks. I was very excited to be able to get this signed copy of this one. And it's all cats. And as you know, we love cats around here, because I am for sure a crazy cat lady. Yeah, it's that serious. So let's see what these cats have to say for you. Pile 2. Does he or she still love pile 2? Okay. All right. Pile 2. Okay, so as I am looking at this, and I am looking at what I'm doing right now, is I am imagining the relationship or feeling the relationship viewed through the lens of this other person that you're thinking of. And this is definitely a yes. When this person is looking at you, there is love. There is deep emotional connection there. So if you are still with this person and you're asking, does he or she truly love me? This is a yes. This for sure. Whenever I'm putting myself in the shoes of this other person, I am looking at you with, you're like, I'm going to go ahead and say it. You're like a trophy. You're like a trophy. This person thinks highly enough of you they feel really proud of you, that you're like show off material, but it's not just that, because that's the superficial part of it. So there's definitely a physical, if this is a romantic relationship, a physical attraction. If this is not a romantic relationship, then there's very much they're just proud to have you in their life, whether it's the way you look, the way you act. If this is a work relationship, the way you perform at work. If this is a friendship, just like, this is my super awesome friend so-and-so. So there's that aspect. But then we have here in this 2 of Cups, that is a heart and soul connection. So this is a deep connection that you're looking at, that you have. And it's important that you know that. So yeah, like immediately a deep connection, and yes, love, for sure. There's love here. Now, whenever I move this over and I look at, how you're viewing this other person and their behaviors, I don't think they're very good at showing you how much they love you. This may be an example of people who speak 2 different love languages. There's that, but there is a desire on your end of things for this person to essentially do better at showing you that they love you. There's just a little bit of a disconnect there. But on the inside, this person just they love you. They really love you. They think highly of you. They think deeply of you. They're deeply connected with you. This is a soul connection, but they're just kind of crappy at showing it. And so if you come to this reading and you picked pile 2 and you're feeling the need to ask this question, does this person truly love me? It is likely that you're just not necessarily feeling it because they need to do better at showing it. If you are no longer with this person, you should know that this person still has very deep connected feelings with you, also may not be showing it or might not have been good at showing it when you were together, but it is there. And it's important that you know that it's there on an emotional level, even though the outside behaviors need to be better. They do need to be better. And it's not just like, oh, this is a love language disconnect. This is like, this person needs to do better. They need to learn better ways of connecting with you, or it will start to, there will be problems there, if you're with this person. The two of you probably need to work on this together. Hey, Bramble. You need to work on your communication, because I think that you may not be amazing at communicating your needs, and this other person is definitely not amazing at communicating their feelings, for sure. So that looks to be the problem here, and why you're feeling the need to even ask this question, or why you're questioning this at all, is a communication issue. I think the larger communication issue is from this person towards you. I think you are better at communicating your needs than this person is at receiving your needs, and better than this person is at then effectively communicating their loving feelings towards you. The love is there, the communication is lacking, and the practical behaviors that show you how much this person loves you are lacking. So that's the problem here. And if you can work on that, you definitely have the foundation. So that's it for you, pile 2. Let's move on to pile 3. Bramble wanted to come learn about the kitty cats. Huh, you did. You did, didn't you? Okay. Pile 3. Okay, pile 3. This is you. This is the Banksy Tarot with the Amethyst Geode. And as you can see, my Banksy deck has these well-loved, because they're a little faded, red foil edges here, which I love a deck with colored edges. I color the edges of all of my decks if they don't come colored. It's actually pretty rare to have a deck that comes with colored edges, but I get super excited when I see one with colored edges. And like I mentioned in my intro, this deck is a limited edition signed and numbered copy. I'm sorry, my Bramble is trying to get in my shirt, so that's a little distracting. Excuse me, Bramble. No, my babe. No, my sweet kitten. Okay. Pile 3, let's see what Banksy has to say for you. Deck that features exclusively the art of Banksy, which is super cool. It's a really different, very, very unique deck. The labels used on the deck, like the suits, are different than traditional decks. The layout is a little different. So it took a little bit to get used to when I first got it, but I really like it now that I've read with it a little bit. Okay. All right, pile 3, my Banksy people. Does he or she still love you? It is a yes. It's a yes for me. But let's talk about it, because it's more complicated than that, right? Because this isn't a yes or no reading. But this is this connection, whenever I'm looking at the other person and how they are looking at you and the connection, you're, if you are not with this person, you are the one that got away. I feel like this person believes, if you are still with them, or believed if you are no longer with them, that you were it, or you are it. You are legacy material. If you are a woman, you are like mother of my children material. So there is a definite fondness and love, and it appears to be a long-term, this is not like I'm just attracted to you, or I think you're great. This is, I want to make a life with you. So if you are still with this person, that is the vibe. I mean, this is serious. This is like commitment, long-term. It's like that. If you are no longer with this person very likely still actually has those feelings towards you. For whatever reason, you're not together. Now, let's look at the behaviors of this person. And when you're looking at them, what you see. For a big chunk of you, there was a conversation of like, I need some space. This is moving too fast and I need a little space. And that essentially messed this up. And this person knows that they messed it up with that, and they are regretful of that, and they wish that they could take that back. So whichever people in the pile today for pile 3 heard that conversation of, I just need some space, and then decided, no, F that, I'm not doing that. This person really, really has strong feelings towards you and really feels like you're like, a legacy part of their life. And for sure, long-term material and marriage material. For those of you who are still with this person, there is a distance there. So I think that I am likely looking at a person who has these really strong feelings of, this is marriage material, this is long-term, this is big, this is serious, and is afraid of those feelings, and is probably taking some space, like, oh my God, am I ready for this? These are really big feelings that I wasn't expecting. This is faster than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be a rebound or a hookup, and now I've caught super huge feelings. So those of you who did like sort of a hookup kind of thing and thought that this was going to be a rebound or like just a quick fling, and now all of a sudden it seems like people are catching feelings, it's because they are. And I think that it is scary to this other person. And if you're, like I said, if you're not with this person any longer, I think it's because these big feelings were scary to this other person, but they are there. Make no mistake. They are there. You are it. You are the one. This person wants to put a ring on it, but is really afraid of that, and not really sure how to go forward with that. And so that brings me to this final card here, which is, okay, so going forward, what am I doing? Like, what's the combination of all this? What does it mean? I do still believe that this is long-term material. If you did take a break from this person, I don't think it's over. If you're feeling distance from this person, I don't think that's going to be permanent. I will go ahead and step out on a big limb and say some of you are likely pregnant right now at this moment by this person. And that is one of the things causing this, oh my God, in this relationship. And, there's worry over what is that going to look like? How is that going to work? Am I ready for this? Are we ready for this? So it's causing a little bit of a ripple in things and some uncertainty, and oh my God, but you should know that this is a solid connection. There's deep love. There's long-term material here. And I think that's likely important for you to know. For whatever reason it's coming up, it's important for you to know. So, man, I can't wait to hear from my pile 3 people in the comments, because this is an interesting one, actually, especially because of this. Like I said, some of you are pregnant, and that's what's causing the freak out right now. Like I said, this is still long-term material. I do believe that these feelings of, oh my God, are temporary. And even if they did cause a separation, it does feel temporary to me. So, yo, pile 3, that's a lot. So that's my pile 3.